Hello everybody, welcome to the United from Manchester United 4, Everton 0. And haven't we missed Manchester United scoring a lot of goals? It wasn't these 2-0s, 1-0s, or even 2-1s. You know, amazing finishing, clinical. And yeah, it was just an Everton team that just fell apart. I think I think I missed most of the game when it was live, and obviously I was watching on catch up, but I heard AMORIM in his post match saying, Everton had chances. They were the better team in the sense, the scoreline flattered us. And I was thinking to myself, well, Everton haven't been great this season, but I understand why, because when you look at that first half, especially that 30 minutes till, Rashford scored the first goal, I just think, with the chances they had, and they almost played like us, when we were under Ten Hag, we had so many chances, we played good for 20, 30 minutes, and then we just vanished. We're just not that same team, and I just think, even the end product as well, and you almost think, even when we were under Ten Hag, like we were just not, it was just the same thing, so it's like, I can understand. I think as United fans, we can relate to what we saw with Everton because we did the same thing. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna take no credit for United. I think obviously Rashford scoring again. Zirkzee scoring too. The amount of criticism he got, you're almost thinking, well, is he the right fit for United? Obviously he did. It's amazing because fans' opinions change on players because, you know, when we played against Fulham, that was the first game in the Premier League, and Zirkzee scored, and you're almost thinking, wow, Zirkzee, he's scoring already, and you're almost thinking, wow, Premier League, watch out. And obviously, he went on this run of games without a goal, and then people say, oh, he's sloppy, he can't finish to save his life. Well, can he get us 20 goals? All that, and then you go and do that against Everton. I think look, Zirkzee is a Rashford, a Shaw, a Maguire, who you have to wait. These players have been at the club for a while. Zirkzee just only came this season, and then it's almost like all criticisms going at him. Of course, yes, you're gonna have your critiques, but you can't just go at, like, because with me, I only I only base on a player when the season ends. I don't want to base him, January, halfway, mid through, even 10 games through the season, because a lot of things can happen during the season. You know, we're talking about, let's just say Phil Foden, he isn't having a great season. I don't think he's even scored a goal or assist in the Prem. But look, anything can happen. Obviously, City, obviously, um, losing to Liverpool, and they're not on a great run themselves. But anything can happen during the season. No, it doesn't even apply to even players. It applies to teams as well. You're almost thinking, okay, Man United won first day of the season. You're almost thinking, okay, let's do that against Brighton. Obviously, that happened. Liverpool got hammered, and then obviously Southampton. You're thinking, okay, 2 games in, 4 games in, 2 losses, 2 wins, and then we just went on this run. Like obviously, again, I say again, Palace, West Ham, um, those were the type of games where you think, well, we should have won. Like I'm seeing so many fucking teams going to them, they're winning, but we couldn't be able to. I mean, again, I say West Ham. You almost think to yourself, because obviously I was watching the West Ham game, and you almost think to yourself, credit to Arsenal. Even, like I wasn't even mad at them. The only mad thing I was how the fuck were Arsenal like? Because Arsenal are able to score goals. That's why they are where they are. This Man United team couldn't even score one against this West Ham team. It just showed how dead are West Ham. They've been poor this season, even though we've lost to them. But that's on our own account as well. We weren't clinical in the first half. But obviously, I'm going off topic. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Obviously, with Zirkzee, anything can happen. Now the only problem is, you got Arsenal, and you almost think to yourself, Hoyland scored 2 against Bodo Glimt, Rashford and Zirkzee scored 2 against Everton, and you almost think to yourself, well, who will start? That is the question. He plays with one number 9, unless he puts Rashford in the 10, or makes him play split strikers. Like Bruno in the 10, and obviously 2 up front. So yeah, that is obviously the real question. Obviously Rashford scoring, Zirkzee, and you're almost thinking, well, in certain teams, you play him. It's almost that. But look, obviously, great result. Rashford on the score sheet. You love to see it. Obviously scored Amorim's first goal against Ipswich, and then obviously scoring against Everton. I hope it's just not a one game, and then where was he the rest of the season? I hope this goes on. Like, criticize Rashford all you want, and obviously, in many ways, like, it makes sense. But these, like, Rashford goals and assists will come. It's just about doing it game in, game out. And obviously scoring 2 against Everton, obviously, Everton were all over the place. But if you really want to prove your haters wrong and thinking Everton wasn't a fluke, you do it against Arsenal. That's the game to do. One of our biggest games. There's a rivalry between it as well. And obviously Arsenal are, obviously a dangerous team. Yeah, and obviously, we're going to the Emirates, these past few seasons, it hasn't been, like, it's not almost like Winter Wonderland for us to go to, the Emirates, like, so no, obviously, look, I'm glad Rashford scored, obviously Zirkzee, but one thing as well, Bruno obviously got 2 assists by Ahmad. Let me tell you about this guy. And obviously people have their questions about why Ten Hag dropped him. I even have my questions, You play Garnacho on the right. You even put Anthony in the Fenerbahce game over Ahmad, only for him to get injured, then he comes on. They were just questions. And look, I'm just glad, he's showing it. Hopefully, obviously, there's that contract as well. Hopefully, we do get him to sign it, because I think we got a real gem in our hands. Look, of course, when I say give him the contract, that doesn't mean give him like 300k like we did Rashford. No. Because if you do that, I don't want, because I don't know if it goes to every player, but probably most players, when you give them that mega deal, it's almost like the reason you're giving them is so they can replicate it to next season, and then the season after, and then so on. And that's why we gave it to Rashford, because of what he did. But then it hasn't happened for him, and you almost think to yourself, well, why did we give you the mega deal if you weren't going to, if you didn't replicate what we wanted you to do? Obviously. So yeah, just give him like reasonable money. And yeah, obviously, because when you give someone, like, again, a mega deal, you're almost thinking, wow, they got that much pressure. Like, you're earning that much, you need to, up your game a bit more, So, look, obviously, Ahmad was amazing, because people say, oh, why do we press all this, all that? It will make our players turn. You understand why. And people say, oh, wow, but it came from Everton mistakes. Well, you can say that, but who actually, like, how did the mistakes happen? From our pressing. Because when we press, Everton shut themselves. And obviously, Bradford gave the obviously the second goal away. Obviously, he got he touched the first goal off. I thought it was an own goal, but obviously it was going on target anyway. So it wasn't a great game for him. Obviously, you're almost thinking to yourself, well, he was on Manchester United shortlist for the summer. So yeah. But yeah, obviously Tarkowski, Mikalenko, I think even when we scored very quickly from the second half, I mean, the like Everton were just all over the place, and you almost think to yourself, well, how is this happening? It's almost like they're gifting all these goals to us, But honestly, Amma today, the pressing, I mean, I say again, when you press, they will shit themselves. Yes, of course, if you came against Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, or even these big teams like Villa and Newcastle, the other teams, Brighton, then you're almost thinking, well, they will get out of it. But that doesn't mean you don't stop pressing. You still go for it, because anything can happen in football. So, but obviously Everton, they made it easier for us. And thank fuck we were clinical in front of goal, because we don't score a lot of goals. And the amount of chances we miss from scoring goals is just unforgivable. Again, I say again, Everton were good in the first 30 minutes, but then we just punished them. It's like, again, I say again, we relate to Everton because we do that, but then we get punished by other teams when we do that. So look, obviously, it was a great win. Happy, and obviously, we got a big game against Arsenal. Again, never easy playing against Arsenal, especially when it's at the Emirates. So yeah, obviously, great win. And yeah, my player ratings. I'm gonna give Anana. I was thinking of it. I'll give him a 7. It was a great. He made that massive save against Calvert-Lewin. Honestly, yes, I know people might say, but it was straight at him. But even as a keeper, you need to be quick at reacting, and he did so well. Yes, you almost think it wasn't a clean save because it came off his chest, shoulder, whatever, but he still made the save. Obviously, a clean sheet as well. Obviously, I think he's on 6 clean sheets, so amazing. Who else? Mazraoui, 6.5. I mean, I guess how many times I have to say it? Mr. Consistent himself. So yeah, De Ligt 6.5 again. I think he did well. Even especially coming up against Beto, of his physical appearance and his pace in running in behind as well. I think he had a chance as well. He went around Onana, but you almost think he can hit on target, and it went to Sané. So yeah, 6.5. Martinez. Oh shit! I actually forgot. Yeah. Sorry. Negatives we can't take from this game is that fucking Kobe Mainoo and Martinez won't be playing against Arsenal. I mean, yeah, obviously I think, Mainoo's just coming back from injury. You're almost thinking, well, putting him against Arsenal, you're almost thinking, well, it is a bit... No, I'm not saying he isn't able to cope against big teams. It's just about coming back from injury, fitness, and then playing against Arsenal, and we're playing every 3 days. So, yeah. But obviously a crucial one as well. Martinez suspended as well, and you're almost thinking, you know what? Honestly, talking about that Martinez foul, it's almost like he gave him a pat in the back, and Beto, that prick, exaggerated by diving as if he got fucking 2-footed. It's amazing, and look, obviously when you look back on it, it wasn't like a goal scoring it's not like Everton were going somewhere, and you gave him a booking. Honestly, it's amazing because you give them even a spank to their ass, they will act like they got blood from their ass or something. I swear down, the exaggeration from Beto, and obviously Martinez suspended, and you almost think to yourself, well, why was he playing? Of course, because he wasn't gonna play against Arsenal. So yeah, of course, huge miss as well. And look, the worry is that when I don't understand why, because whenever I see Luke Shaw, look, of course he's coming back from fitness, hasn't played since fucking February, but you almost see him at left centre back, you almost think the amount of and obviously him playing at left centre back, he's going to be against Saka. He is going to be, and this is obviously I'm going to say tomorrow on my preview against Arsenal. But if Amorim, the only change Amorim needs to change is putting Luke Shaw there. Obviously, Martinez suspended. Do not put Johnny Evans, otherwise it's just stupid. Or maybe Yoro might come back, or whatever. But look, put Shaw there and put Malacia. Because I said it, even when we lost 3-2, I think, what was it? It was Nketiah scoring 2, and then he disappeared after that. And then Saka scored the second goal, I think. Yeah. So basically, every time Saka goes against Luke Shaw shits as well. And of course, I'm not saying only Luke Shaw it gets destroyed, but not destroyed, but obviously stronger than Saka. Any fullback will struggle against Saka. But I think putting Malacia there in that wing-back position and obviously putting balance, because even when I saw Dalot play, it's almost like, fuck me. I think, what was it? I think there was a ball put towards it. I think it was Martinez. And he just takes it with his right. And you're thinking to yourself, for fuck's sake, Dalot. I mean, take it on your left, or when you take it on the right, don't drift it towards the players, because it did. And then you're almost thinking, well, you had a chance to cut back, but you fucked it up. So, look, obviously, and then put that on that left-hand side, you need balance. And if I was Amorim, I put Malacia in. But anyway, on topic. But obviously, yes, Martinez and Mainu, obviously, is going to be a miss, especially Martinez, since, I think Amorim would pick him over Shaw, if it was his best team. But look, I don't mind Luke Shaw being there. It's just that who's he going to put at wing back as well? Because Shaw needs help as well, especially when you're coming up against Bukayo Saka. So yeah, obviously. And obviously a little bit higher as well, because, Arsenal's so dangerous from corners. You're almost thinking, well, Luke Shaw as well. I think, he's taller than Martinez. So yeah, of course. But yeah, obviously, went off topic. Yeah, Martinez, I give him 6.5 as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, who can I give a sack? Because I know it's a 4-0 dominant, great team, clinical as well. But yeah, Martinez 6.5 for me. Obviously, guy that he's suspended. But yeah, who else played? Dalot. I don't know. I said my piece on Dalot, when he had the touch, and then it was almost like that touch, and you could have cut it back to Rashford, whoever was there, and that couldn't have been the first goal. But look, that's why I say we need a proper left back there, or a wing back, whatever, a proper left-footed player there. Otherwise, those kind of things, like taking your touch with your right foot when it should have been on your left. I mean, come on. I'm not saying Dalot isn't capable, but if he is really capable, he could have taken it on his left. But for me, 6. I'm at 8. I think probably my man of the match. I mean, 2 assists, could have got a goal. I think he should. I think honestly, he should have got a penalty as well. I'm thinking he's I think this was it was in the closing stages anyway, but he's going past everyone, and then someone makes a tackle, and you're thinking, well, what the fuck, is that not a penalty? But look, 2 assists, pressing as well, amazing, and yeah, so amazing. 8 for me. Who else? Casemiro 6.5. Look, good. Not a bad performance for Casemiro. I think, look, obviously, I don't want to give too much away for the preview for Arsenal, but obviously, I expect him to play against Arsenal, and obviously, because Kobe Mainoo is suspended, Ugarte has to come in, So yeah, 6.5. Mainoo, I'm gonna give him a 6. Look, of course, it's his first game back, and obviously, the reason why he got a fucking yellow is because he was being floppy on the ball, and then look, and that's what got him the booking as well. It wasn't. He was lucky as well, because he almost got himself a second yellow. I think I think Patterson came on, and then he almost did some kind of Casemiro tackle that you expect Casemiro to do. But yeah, honestly, I think really lucky to not get a second. But honestly, stupid for getting the first yellow anyway. But look, for coming back after 2 months, a 6 for me. Bruno, I'm gonna give him a 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, of course, coming back. I think he got something on his foot or his ankle or something. I don't know. But Bruno, he'll play through anything. If he got a fucking, a dead leg, he'll still play through just to play at Arsenal, So for me, 7, obviously got 2 assists, for the first Zirkzee goal and the Bruno and the Rashford first goal. So yeah, Rashford, 7.5 for me. Look, of course, we want to see Rashford scoring goals, But the thing is, with Rashford, look, I think, what was it? What was it? Against Southampton, it was his first goal, and you're almost thinking, oh, wow, Rashford's back. Oh, my God. It's amazing because people can hype one goal around the player, and you're thinking he's back. But then it's about what he will do in the next game. I think we played against, what was it, Palace? And then he was dropped for the game, and you're almost thinking, well, was he going to make a difference? Obviously, and then he went on this run of form, and then obviously when AMORIM came in, scored the first goal surprisingly because you're almost thinking, wow, he turned up when it came to a new manager. And obviously scored 2 goals against Everton. So look, obviously, if you ask me, do I have something on my... Oh, it's fluff. But yeah, sorry about that. You almost think to yourself, like, I want him to be consistent. That's all we want from Rashford. Goals and assists will come. It's about doing a game in, game out, And obviously, scoring one against Ipswich, but obviously ghosted throughout the whole game. But against Everton, he actually showed more presence in front of goal. And, he could have had a fucking hat-trick. If that prick gave a penalty, he could have had a hat-trick. And I don't need to hear all this BS about, oh, Nicholas Jackson has a hat-trick before Rashford, even though it was against 9-men Tottenham. Oh, Noni Madueke scored a hat-trick against Wolves. Fuck off, man. I don't care, Apparently, it's amazing because scoring a hat-trick against Wolves gives you a call-up. I never knew that, but anyway. But no one cares because Rashford has a hat-trick in the Champions League and Nicholas Jackson and Madueke don't, so they can hold that. But yeah, look, he could have had a hat-trick. And you're almost thinking, how many times have we seen Rashford have braces? And you're thinking, it's that fucking third goal. And it hasn't been able to happen. And again, I say again, that it should have been a penalty. How the fuck, if you think Ahmad's diving, I think you're mistaking him for Neymar or fucking Vinicius. Amazing. But look, Rashford, amazing. Look, him scoring against Ipswich, Everton, great. I just want him to do it to the best teams. Again, Arsenal we got next. Let's see if he turns up for that. And I want him to turn up for that because Rashford on his day is fucking unplayable. Even, look, Arsenal fans can say, Saka, star boy. And obviously, in these few seasons, ever since Saka rose, you have to say Saka is better than Rashford. But Rashford on his day can even be better than Rashford. Rashford on his day can be better than Saka. It's not even deluded. It's not even deluded. I'm just saying on his day, he can be more of a threat than Saka. It's just what we will see on Wednesday. But yeah, Rashford 7.5 for me. Zirkzee 7.5. Honestly, again, I said it again. The amount of criticism. You gas him up when he scored our first goal. He went on this run of form of not scoring, and then he scores 2 against Everton. You're thinking, first of all, because we always criticize him on his strength, which is link-up play, or even his first touches. And there have been times where he was sloppy. But against Everton, I think even for the third goal, and you're thinking, how the fuck did you know where, Ahmad was? And obviously, you're playing Ahmad, and then obviously Rashford scored. Amazing. The vision as well, even Ahmad could have fucking scored. I think we were 0-0. Zirkzee was just running with so much space, finds Ahmad, first time shot, but goes wide, honestly. But a great game for Zirkzee. And the question is, obviously he was, you're almost thinking who's going to be our main man now against Arsenal, But look, obviously, great result. And yeah, amazing. AMORIM, yeah, I give him a 7. I give him a 6.57. Yeah, I give him a 7. Obviously, first Premier League win. um, and at Old Trafford as well. So yeah, obviously amazing, and obviously hopefully this game can give us motivation, and obviously shows our ruthlessness against Arsenal as well. They scored, what was it? They scored 5 against West Ham. We scored 4. And obviously look, when like, I don't want to say too much on Arsenal. I'll see in the next video. But even against Arsenal, you almost think, well, 4-0, West Ham are done. And then Wan-Bissaka scores. It's amazing because he scored in consecutive games. And I've never even seen him score hardly for United. And then Emerson scores a free kick. But yeah, look, Arsenal, the thing is, they're dangerous from set pieces. And look, we just need to stop them being that threat, Fucking stop Gabriel. It's amazing because you're man marking, but no one's man marking fucking Gabriel, and he's the one that's scoring these fucking goals. But look, obviously, we scored 4. Hopefully, we can be clinical against Arsenal, because if we don't, Arsenal will be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a battering, especially if he, look, especially, obviously these games he's played, you're almost thinking, well, you have to play your strongest team. You can't take this. Like, this game can't be another test drive. It can't be. So, look, obviously, great win. And yeah, I think we move up to 9th. So, I mean, fucking hell, we're 4 points behind City, despite how shit they are. But look, if we win against Arsenal, of course, yes, of course, if you're a Liverpool fan, you probably want your old rivals to win so Arsenal don't get closer to us. But yeah, obviously, we win. We're 1 point behind City. Obviously, they got Forest themselves. You're almost thinking, can they win? And we got Forest as well. So, we win, and then you're almost thinking, well, we can get closer as well to top 4 as well. It's just about that consistency, That's why teams win titles. That's why this City team that's winning titles, because they're consistent game in, game out. That's why Liverpool this season, they're winning because they're consistent. Arsenal as well. Of course, you can go back to when they didn't win in 4 games, but they're consistent themselves as well. Yes, you can talk about performances, but I'm talking about results as well. They win every game that they see. Obviously that Bournemouth loss, it's kind of a blip. Newcastle as well. Liverpool, and then obviously, who the fuck did it? I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, obviously, I think, look, Arsenal are going to be on top of the game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and see you on the next one.